Hey everybody, had a little technical difficulty. Yeah. All right, so running just a minute or two late. Let's go ahead and get warmed up. So nice and easy. Hopefully you're already on your bike. 8 minutes. Start off easy. Within that 8 minutes, we're just going to move up to a moderate level, aerobic level. Get my computer going. Happy Monday. So let's just go through a quick little check. A lot of times we tend to ride with all our shoulders up in our ears. So go ahead and put yourself with your shoulders way up this. You feel a lot of tension. You probably have a pretty straight arm. So go ahead and relax the elbows a little bit. If you're still up here, think about elongating your spine so that you sit up taller. Go ahead and just collapse onto your hands. So all the weight's on your hands. Now just draw your belly button into your spine a little bit so that you can have some strength here and everything's not on your hands. So you should be able to wiggle your fingers like you're playing the piano, whether they're here or on your brake hoods, right? And you achieve that with a little bit of strength here. And then have that nice flex in your elbow, elongate through the spine, okay? Want our hips to be stable. If you have cadence on your computer, keep an eye on your cadence. Ideally, you want to work on getting that up towards 90. If you have some music, I got some music here. Always recommend music, a towel, some hydration. I got a fan going. Just 1 second, I'll go over the workout. We're gonna for the warm up, 8 minutes, easy, building to moderate. Moderate is a conversational pace, also known as aerobic exercise. Then we're going to do 4 sets. Last week we did 5, but 4 sets, 30 seconds high cadence, 30 seconds easy. So that'll be a total of 12 minutes. And then we're going to do a 3-minute block before we get into the main set. I'll tell you about it in a second. I have to recalibrate my CompuTrainer. Part of my technical difficulties this morning. So just give me like 30 seconds and I'll continue with the main set. All right, good. Okay, so after the 4 by 30 seconds, high cadence, 30 seconds easy, we're going to do a 3-minute block. And that 3-minute block, you've got a couple choices. One would be to start at slightly uncomfortable and over the 3 minutes rise to uncomfortable. In terms of perceived exertion, you can think about it as going from just above moderate to solidly moderately hard or moderately hard plus, but not hard. We don't want to go all the way up to hard. So that's one way to do it. You could go straight to uncomfortable / moderately hard right off the bat for 3 minutes. So if you have power, we're looking at between 75 to 85% of your functional threshold power, 85% of your FTP. Okay. Now, immediately after that 3 minutes, we're going to go into the first 1:30 at your best sustained pace. So you want to think about that. If you're ready for a really hard workout, do the 3 minutes at uncomfortable / moderately hard, and boom, right into 1.5 minutes at best sustained pace. If you're feeling like maybe you're just getting started with your cycling, haven't done a lot of high intensity stuff, then I'll cue you, and it may be better to just do 2 minutes of that 3-minute block, with the third minute being an easy recovery minute, or you can do 30 seconds as 30 seconds recovery before we go into the main set. The main set is 6 sets, 6 times through 1:30 at your best sustained pace. And remember, this is being equal across all 6. So it's not as hard as you can go for 1.5 minutes, just one time. You're going to get 1 minute to recover. So a little more work than rest. Again, we're working on a progressive overload. So each week we're going to just make it a little bit harder. Last week we went 1 minute with 1 minute rest, so 1-to-1 ratio. Now the work is a little bit harder, plus we're doing a 6 set. Okay, so again, that best sustained pace, if you're just getting started, could be just, moderately hard. If you're ready to go for it, then definitely it can be hard, solidly hard, even very hard. You can really push yourself, okay? If you have power, if you have heart rate, cadence, use perceived exertion, look at those numbers as we get to the end of the 1.5 minute block and try to make them the same, or maybe get a little bit harder. So, giving you a little 30-second section warm up, using my timer on my Garmin on that 6 minutes, so we'll just go another 2 minutes. And if you have a Garmin or recording device and it has a lap split function, I really love, mine's right down here, so you'll see me hit it. Using the lap split function, I have my screen set up, so I have total time, I have current lap time, so when I hit that, that restarts the segment. That's how I'm able to keep track of how much time really easily, right? Then I have my average power for that lap, which a lap is just a segment. And then I have average heart rate. And then I have also my average cadence. So I have all those metrics. And every time I hit the lap button, they start over fresh. So when I'm looking at in the main set, I want to make sure that I'm consistent in those 6 times best sustained effort, okay? Good time to take a little sip. In 45 seconds, we start the 4 sets, 30 seconds. Take a second to get in the gear you want to use. Not too hard of the gear, but you want to have a little bit of tension in the pedals. Okay, we're going in 10 seconds. First to 4. High cadence. Try to minimize your bounce. Stabilize your core. Ready? Here we go. Get those legs turning over. Relax the elbows. Loosen the fingers. Pull your head away from your shoulders. Elongate the spine. Push your butt into the seat. This is a great one to have your average cadence on. So see if you can get it definitely above 95, closer to 100. And here we go, 30 seconds easy. So you can stay in the same gear and switch to an easier gear if you want to. 3 more left. That was number 1. See, we got a few more people joining live, so that's great. And then, of course, you might be watching this recorded and watch it later. All right, here we go. Number 2, high cadence. Minimize the bounce. Think about spinning your legs in a nice elliptical pattern. So you're pulling back on the pedal stroke. All right, 30 seconds easy. So if you are watching this via the link and not live, it's a 35-minute workout-ish. If you want to go longer, I would add 5-10 minutes aerobically at the beginning of the warm-up. So just walk over, hit pause, add 10 minutes, 5 minutes. And then at the end of the workout, before we do the cool down after the 6 sets, here we go, number 3. At the end of the 6 sets, then I would add another 5 to 10 minutes aerobically / moderate effort / conversational pace. Number 3. All right, 30 seconds easy. One more. Last one. See if you can get your best cadence, highest cadence with the least amount of bounce, most stable. Here we go. Ready? Go. All right, and 30 easy. Woo. Maybe go to an easier gear. All right, in 20 seconds, we're going 3 minutes. Again, you can go straight up to uncomfortable / 85% / moderately hard plus. You can build to that, and I'll cue you after 2 minutes and then 2:30. So if you want to take a 30-second or a minute rest, you can do that. Okay, here we go, 3 minutes. So breathing should definitely become labored. Think about, what's slightly uncomfortable, building up to uncomfortable, but not hard. If you're in this block here, whether you go 2 minutes, 2:30, 3 minutes, if it ever feels hard, then the recommendation is back it off. So we want to think about a pace that we'd be riding somewhere between an Olympic distance and a half Ironman. So a half Ironman, we're obviously going to need to bring down our intensity compared to an Olympic distance. So that's where we want to be at. Somewhere in your 70.3 range, or maybe just slightly above it, but not in your Olympic distance pace range. All right, we're coming up on 2 minutes, and then if you want to take a minute easy before we hit the 6 sets, you can do that. If you want to keep pushing in this uncomfortable range. All right, it's 2 minutes, got a minute left. Your choice. If you choose to keep pushing, I'll give you another cue at 30 seconds where you can push all the way through. That first set of 6 minutes, first set of 6 at a minute 30, is to be hard. So, 100% FTP, probably aren't going to want to be talking that kind of effort. So 30 seconds if you want to take a break. Otherwise, we're going to roll into it. You're definitely going to need to shift 1 or 2 gears harder for the minute and a half. That'll raise the intensity. That'll raise the effort, raise the pain scale. All right, going in 10. Whew. Be a tough one. First one's probably gonna be the hardest. Ready? Here we go. Go. Get your cadence up. Shift to a harder gear if you need to. Woo, you should definitely feel the tension in your legs. There's tension on the pedals. Have to tell yourself to push. Woo. So for me, I'm at 100% FTP. Heart rate is about 3 to 5 beats above Olympic distance heart rate. My watts are up 30 at least. 5 seconds, then we rest. All right, minute rest. Make sure you go to an easy gear. Real easy. No tension in the pedals. Towel off. Whew. Hydrate. Same thing, if you're out on the road, especially if you're riding with a group. When the group's going hard, not always the best time to hydrate, but come to a stop sign, stoplight, group's going easy, good time to grab that bottle. All right, we're going 20. That's 1. 5 more. Whew. All right, find your gear. Going in 5 seconds. 3, 2. There we go. Bring your cadence up. Shift to a harder gear. So if you have those metrics, power, heart rate, cadence, perceived exertion is an internal metric. We're halfway. $15. Two, 1, easy. Shift to an easy gear. Whew. So for me, that time my heart rate was a little lower. which has a little bit to do with starting the heart rate lower than the first one because we were coming into it without that block. My watts were down, probably 10 watts. My cadence was up a bit. So this time I got to bear down. I know for me, a lot of times it's that first 15, 20 seconds. If I don't get out to a good start, harder start, can be difficult to get my average watts up to what I want it to be. So going in 12 seconds, that was 2. Here comes number 3. Whew. All right, find your gear. Here we go. Get your cadence up. If you need to switch to a harder gear, have that tension in the pedals. There we go. You can shift back and forth between gears. You know, if you want to bring your cadence up, make it a little easier, but spin harder. And then maybe slight gear harder. So play around with noticing what happens when you go harder gear, what happens to your cadence, easier gear. Also tie that into your perceived exertion. You can tell by my lack of being able to talk. Whew. Fifteen seconds. Two, 1, relax. Whew. All right, that's 3. Man. Dang. I think this also is a good example that you can get a tough workout in 35, 40 minutes. Number 4 in 15 seconds. Oh, man, that last one was hard. 3 left. Whew. Going in 3, 1. Ready? Here we go. Bring your cadence up. Find the gear you want. Halfway. Ooh. Lost my music. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Easy. Whew. Whew. Make sure you're in easy gear. Take the tension out, towel off. Nice job, we got 2 left. Peace, 2 more. Whew. Dang. Would be definitely worth going through 1 bottle of hydration on this ride. So if you haven't had a good sip, have one now. You got 10 seconds. We'll go to number 5. 3, 2, here we go. Minute and a half. I always think the one before the last one is the hardest. The last one, you know you're done. So let's focus, dig in. Halfway. Should definitely be riding harder than you would in an Olympic distance race. 5 seconds. All right, relax. Are you feeling your legs yet? I'm feeling the heaviness. Make sure there's very little tension in your pedals right now. Nice, easy spin. I'm listening to some PM Dawn song. Sounds like it has PM Dawn and George Michael, but who knows? All right, 12 seconds we go, last one. Then we cool down. 5. Whew. Here we go. Ready? Let's do it. Last one. Dig, drive those legs. Make it your best one. Twenty seconds. Five. All right. Ah, jeez. Oh. Oh. Man, that one hurt. All right, here we go. We're gonna go 5 minutes cool down. So this should be a time when you can get your cadence up to 90 because shouldn't have too much tension in the pedals. If you have cadence, try to work on it 90. If you're not there, shift to an easier gear, which will allow your legs to spin faster at the same amount of tension as if you go one gear harder and your legs start spinning slower, right? Same amount of tension. So another thing you can pay attention to when you're cycling on the road or on a trainer is that feeling of load in your legs. Like right now, shouldn't feel much resistance, shouldn't feel much load at all. But man, in those 6 by a minute 30s, should be a lot of resistance in the pedal stroke, through your foot, through your quads. You press your glutes back into your seat, start to activate those glutes. I notice myself a lot of times if I straightened up, I could get more power. You know, we all have a tendency to slump over when we cycle, but to really get that power, if I elongate my spine and drive my legs a little better. So next week, in 2 days, Wednesday, we're going to do the main set is 4 times 3 minutes at 85% / that uncomfortable, moderately hard plus range, right? It's going to be a total of 40 minutes. So I think that main set is 4 by 3 on, 3 off. So 4 by 6, 24 minutes. So a total of 40. Next week, Monday's workout, again, building on what we've done here, we're gonna go 6 by 2 minutes. So harder, you know, it's 30 seconds more. You might see your average power drop a little bit. You know, just might have to dial down your perceived exertion a tiny bit. Anytime we go further, you generally have to do it at a slightly lower effort level, slightly lower perceived exertion. So, you know, if you're looking at those metrics and heart rate's a beat or 2 lower, power's 5 beats lower, you know, that's okay. So that's Monday. Next Monday, I'm going to do a 7 a.m. Pacific time. I had a couple of requests from people to try an earlier start. I said it'll force me to get out of bed. And then next week, also on Wednesday, it'll be 7 a.m. And that workout, I think, is 4 by 4 minutes. So in terms of progressive overload, this Wednesday, 9 a.m., we're going 4 times 3 minutes. So then a week later, rather than adding more sets, we're going to add more work. So in terms of progressive overload, you know, we're doing 4 by 3 minutes this Wednesday. We could next week go 5 by 3 minutes, right? We could do that. Or we could go 4 by 4 minutes. they're a little different, but they accomplish the same goal of adding a little more work. 4 by 4 minutes is obviously 16 minutes. 5 by 3 is 15 minutes. So, maybe there's an argument for the 4 by 4 being harder. But don't get too caught up in, thinking it has to be the perfect workout. The perfect workout is, it's just a matter of continuing to grow and push ourselves, because our body adapts, gets stronger, and we just give it a little more stimulus. All right, 30 seconds and we're done. For those of you that are on here live, thank you. Throw a comment in the video. Hey, Nari. Always fun to see who's here. Probably should have asked at the beginning. But yeah, throw a comment in there. If you can share it with somebody, share the link. All you need to do is share the link. So we're done. I'm going to stop. But yeah, just share the link with somebody, and they can write it anytime they want to, and we'll see if we can grow the live presence. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Choose to make it a great day. See ya.